Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another video. So today is my update video for everything I got done in July, so layouts and traveller's notebook, and also any spending that I might have done and plans for August. So in July I managed to get 8 layouts done, and I did work on my donkey traveller's notebook. I didn't work on my road trip album at all. So July did go a little bit awry in the house. We did have a medical emergency and my husband ended up being in hospital for 12 days. So yeah, things didn't quite go to plan. Most of that time in hospital was just kind of waiting for beds and tests and things. But yeah, it threw things out a little bit. He's home now and he's fine. But yeah, not the best month for creativity. So yeah, but yeah, as I said, I got 8 layouts done and I worked on my traveller's notebook. Didn't work on the road trip album at all, but as you all know, if you've been following my channel, I did start the House of Scrap. So the scrapbooking housekeeping has commenced. I've recorded 5 videos, 4 of which you would have seen already, and the 5th one is going up this Friday. The first 4 were for the first 4 albums, and the one for this Friday is a fix and file video, so that's kind of repairing layouts. But yeah, I only managed to get 4 layouts repaired in that video, and I've got a few more to do. So yeah, I need to do some more recording for that, but it took me longer than I expected. But yeah, so yeah, you will have noticed that I've started with that, and it makes me feel good that I'm getting it all done, and yeah, getting my layouts and albums tidied up and what have you. Shall we start with the layouts? All the layouts have got a video, so if you wanted more details you can go and see the video. But yeah, I'll just quickly show you what I got up to. So this is Trixie Donkey, who resides at the Isle of Wight Donkey Sanctuary. Some tearing going on here. This is my background basics 16 layout, the collaboration I do with Moira O'Reilly, where we create our own background. I did a little bit of stamping here to create this background. 2 4x6 photos of Trixie Donkey, some wood embellishments, stamping. Lovely glitter title there from a very old alphabet set, stickers, and lollipop stick with a little bit of stamping. Layout number 1. And then we've got Toby Donkey here, and more tearing. I do like my tearing at the moment. Another title out of another old alphabet there. Some wood pieces. I punched out some stars as well, punched out some hearts, corrugated heart there, tag set with an eyelet and some twine. This is a layout of a little trip we just went to a pub and a little trip to the beach and what have you. So yeah, I really like this layout actually. I think I might frame it. We'd started to go out again with the doggies because Chester's come out of his confinement. So we'd sort of once a week we were thinking of kind of going to the pub, you know, and having a nice lunch and what have you. And this was the 2nd time we'd done that. Fortunately, the 3rd time we did it was when my husband took poorly. But yeah, we shall start doing that again. 2 4x6 photos, some 4x6 pattern papers used up here, some of my foam and chipboard stickers, stickers. Frame here, punched out circles, some little sticky adhesive brads, which I don't think I put on in the video. I think I did that after the video. And then just a little bit of doodling and what have you, and another lolly stick there. This one I decided to create my own background. It's not a background basics layout, but I did do my own background using paint, acrylic paint, just with a ruler, and I just created what I thought looked like the gate here where Elvis is standing. So this is Elvis the donkey, and I felt as they didn't want me to leave that day. And it's quite funny really, because I was there that day and then I had to miss 2 weeks with my husband being poorly. So yeah, I think maybe he knew that I wasn't going to be there, I don't know. Foam alpha, wood hearts, lots of wood hearts that I've sort of inked, and a little bamboo fox piece here. This is Scotty and Merlin, who also reside at the Donkey Sanctuary, 2 of the old boys. And this is my Scrapper Sketch creative team layout. 1 4x6 photo, lots of wood hearts again, those lolly sticks again, a little bit of stamping, and a lovely sort of framed layout, a bit of faux stitching there using a journaling pen. This is Elvis and CJ, so they're both in the same herd at the Donkey Sanctuary. I've documented obviously Elvis a lot and CJ. Bamboo fox title piece, which I glued onto that corrugated heart, which I'd gessoed. Some wood hearts here. Stars, wood hearts that I've inked in Elvis's colour and CJ's colour. lolly stick again, gesso, and some journaling there, torn edges again. So this is another Donkey Sanctuary layout, and this is I popped over there on a Saturday as I wasn't able to go in on the Tuesday. So I popped out there on a Saturday and I took the doggies with me and I just had a walk around and said hello and everything. 2 4x4 photos, one of Elvis, one of Jim Bob being a little bit cheeky. Another title out of an older layout, older thicker set there, Tinseltown. Just a craft piece here, torn piece of card, 2 cork hearts, journaling. And then this is the last one, which I've just done recently, and this is my dogs on the same day meeting Elvis and Rose Donkey. So this is Chester meeting Elvis, and this is Chester and Bud meeting Rose. Simple Stories foam alpha in red, coral kind of colour, wood hearts again, some of them inked, lollipop sticks. These 2 little paws are actually saved from a picture frame that I decorated a few years back, and I was dismantling it to just do something different with it, and I decided to reuse those 2 paws. So that's my layouts done for the month, and then we move on to the Donkey Traveller's Notebook. I think we ended it at this point here, and I'd said at that point that I was going to use this piece on the following page to make it look a bit matchy, and that's what I did. Zoom in a little bit there, not too much like I did last month. There you go. So this was my regular day at the sanctuary, and then that was in last month, and then here I'm just documenting the fact that I did that talk at the library, and after I'd done that talk at the library, the representative came to the Donkey Sanctuary to bring a donation and also adopted Dora Donkey. So yeah, I was really like pleased about that. Yeah, so, and I think they did enjoy the talk, of course. So Project Life card here, just offset, not offset, a little bit trimmed off and just stuck to the top of the page there. A little bit of interest there with the top section being trimmed off. And I've actually got that here ready to use on another layout. A little bit of stamping there, a book and a heart and just a smile, journaling, simple page. And then this is again the same thing that I did on the other side, and I saved that little bit there, which is here, which I use as my bookmark to use on a layout for journaling. And I was just saying that I wrote a piece for the donkey newsletter which goes out to people who adopt donkeys, so you get a newsletter twice a year and it's like a magazine, printed magazine. And I was just said I'd volunteered to just write my volunteer story, so that appeared, that's in the summer newsletter, and I got a whole page to myself, so I was quite pleased about that. And then I'm going to tell all the visitors about it. Every time I see a visitor who adopts a donkey, I say, oh, you know, I'm in the newsletter. Lots of little stamping there, dream big, a little superhero lady, crown for Elvis, carrot, and a big smile, and just my story. Just planner stamps that I've used there. And then I realised it had been a year since I started writing poems for the donkey, so I thought I'd do an up-to-date poem for Elvis, because the one I did last year was kind of related to the movie coming out. So I thought I'd do Elvis another poem. So I don't know if you can see that, but if not, like I always say, Helen Rockabilly Girl, and you'll find all my poems over there. Bramble Fox piece here, and a crown that my lovely friend Stephanie sent to me. So then this was the 4th of July, my day at the Donkey Sanctuary. Photo here of Elvis the donkey, and this is Toby, and this is Frosty in the next field along to Toby. So I was grooming Toby and Frosty came along to say hello. And Elvis, of course, I always see Elvis. So a little bit stamping here, a note paper piece here with some washi tape. And I was just saying that I groomed Prune for an hour because she really needed grooming, and she was very, very patient. And Elvis came over to say hello. I groomed Toby. He was a little bit tangled, so I spent quite a lot of time on him, and then I had to kind of report it for someone else to work on him because he was getting a little bit fed up with me, and I thought somebody more experienced might need to work on him, and he was put down to have a clip. So yeah, that was hard work and a very busy day. And then the following week, and this is Sooty Donkey with his little tongue hanging out there. He's got a wrinkled nose and his tongue hangs out. He's an old boy. And then I've got Elvis and CJ. So I was just saying that I helped on meet and greet this day for a while in the morning whilst it was busy first thing, and then I went off to do some grooming. I groomed some of the oldie donkeys, and then later on I helped to feed Elvis and his pals for their tea later on in the day, because I stayed later that day, and I made up some food for the other donkeys, and I sort of helped them with the mix for the next day. So I was kind of working on the farm in the afternoon. I'd sort of wandered into the feed room and said I was going up to see Elvis, and one of the farm staff was doing the same thing to feed them. So I kind of tagged along and yeah, learnt a little bit about the farm, working on the farm. You know, the care for the donkeys rather than grooming them or dealing with visitors. So then this is the following week when I wasn't actually able to go in because my husband was not well, and my volunteer friend, it was actually the Tuesday that he had to go into hospital, and my colleague had sent me this photo of Elvis from that day because I said that I missed him. I said tell him I'll see him soon. She sent me this photo of him, bless her. So yeah, it's just really saying that I wasn't able to go in, and my colleague sent me a photo, and at this point I didn't know it, but I wouldn't be able to go in the following week either. And I was just saying that I think Elvis missed me. Washi tape, Project Life card, and a bit of stamping. And then, because I wasn't able to go in for my normal day on the Tuesday, I thought I popped over there on the Saturday, and I took the doggies with me, so I kind of went as a visitor. And I got this photo of Elvis with the tractor there, and have I done that layout already? Yes, I have, haven't I? Have I? Yeah, farm life. Yeah, I've done that layout already, and this is the same photo, but I wanted to put it in here because it's kind of representative of me going over there that day. So I basically went over to say hello to my colleague that works on a Saturday and a Tuesday, and I took Buddy and Chester to meet Elvis. And then Jim Bob was being cheeky because he was blocking the Poover tractor, and that's on that layout as well. And then I wasn't able to go in that Tuesday, so I went over again on Saturday, just gone, because my dogs were going to the groomers and they'd got split appointments, so they were going to be there a little bit longer than usual. So I took the opportunity to go over to the sanctuary and spend 3 hours grooming donkeys whilst my dogs were at the groomers. So yeah, this is Colin Senior, Colin Rupert, and he's just got his head over Charlie. So this is Charlie, and I was grooming Charlie, and I'd taken me a little while to get Charlie's confidence to be able to groom him, and then Colin came butting in, nudging, because he still wanted a groom, and yet I'd groomed him first thing in the morning. He'd had a proper thorough groom, but he never left my side the whole morning, and he kept wanting a groom because he absolutely loves having a groom. So I'm just stamped a little bit here of just laughing at Colin, and just basically saying that Buddy and Chester were at the groomers, and I popped over to groom the donkeys. I started at 8:30 and I spent about 3 hours there, just saying about Colin nudging me. So yeah, and then I'd forgotten to put this in because on the 9th of July I went over on the Sunday to work on the adoption, to help out on the adoption desk because they didn't have anyone to do it. So yeah, in between these 2 weekly sessions I did go over on the Sunday, but I forgot to put it in here, so I just did that now. And it's just basically saying I helped on the adoption desk in the afternoon, and I got completed 7 adoptions. People adopted 7 donkeys whilst I was at the desk. So Galentine, Daisy Donkey, Charlie, Eric, Paddy, Jenny and Effion. That's just there. So yeah, so that's completely up to date. I'm recording this on Monday the 31st, so tomorrow I'll be back at the sanctuary after having missed a couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to going back tomorrow to see all my donkey friends. But yeah, that's all the layouts and the traveller's notebook. And then I did have a little spend this month. Wasn't intending to, but you know, I was a little bit fed up with everything, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to treat myself to some things that I quite like. Now these little doggy things here my mum sent to me as a gift, so yeah, I should be using them on layouts. And then the things in here my lovely subscriber Dawn sent to me from Scotland, and yeah, absolutely lovely, so nice of her. And some beautiful things in here, and I have actually got an idea for these 2 pieces of paper, an older photo that I'm going to scrapbook, and she sent me these lovely little sprinkles here, doggy sprinkles, doodlebug they are, and this lovely little Simple Stories frame sticker set, Pet Shop dog. I don't think I had any of that, so that's really nice, isn't it? Can't wait to open that and use that. Oh look, I didn't even realise that was on there actually. I've peeled off this from the envelope that she sent to me and put in my pile to sort of use on other things, and I hadn't noticed that, so I have to save that as well. So thank you, Dawn. And there's lots of little die cut pieces in here as well, sort of doggy related die cut pieces, and a couple of wood pieces. She knows I like my wood. So yeah, I'm excited to use all that, and I'm really grateful, so thank you again. Pop that in my stash. I'm keeping it in here because I want to keep it separate for now, and I shall start using that when I work on a doggy layout. But the other thing that I treated myself to was a little order with Hey Little Magpie here in the UK. Like I said, I was a little bit fed up, and I thought I'm running low on pattern paper, haven't got a lot of pattern paper left, and also even though I'm trying to sort of create my own, use my tools and everything, you know, I still do want pattern paper in my stash. So I had a quick look over there and chose a few bits. This is Vicky Booten Print Shop. It's not a new collection, is it? It's last year, but I don't think I got any of it. But I wanted to get these because they're so nice, and I dithered about whether to get them or not. And I thought, because they're a little bit expensive, and I thought, you know what, this one in particular that says, if I can dream it, I can do it. Yeah, just because of my love of Joseph, the musical, and also there's an Elvis song called If I Can Dream, which I really love. So yeah, treat myself to those, and they're called embellished paper clips, so can't wait to use those. And then I got these absolutely amazing Fitzgerald thickers called Main Character from the new Chanel collection, Main Character Energy. And of course, I've said it before, when I buy a packet of thickers, I always buy 3 because I find that, you know, one packet just doesn't go as far. I mean, you know, there are a lot of letters in here and I could get a lot of titles out of that, but I just feel as though by getting 3, because I only buy things that I really love and I continue to use them until they're used up, so they will get used. And I find that by buying 3 packets, I really can get more sort of titles, you know, like really achieve more titles out of it, and they last me for a long time. I haven't bought any thickers for ages. I mean, I bought some in 2020, and then I think I bought a couple of different ones since then, sort of 3 packets of each. But other than that, I haven't bought any for ages and ages and ages. I mean, this colour is absolutely stunning, isn't it? Can't wait to use those, and I know my friend Moira is going to love those. So I did buy a few of the pattern papers from Chanel's new collection. The ledger piece here, which is called Read Through, and it's got this pattern on. No, it hasn't. It's got this pattern on the reverse side, and if you know me, you know that I didn't buy it for that side. I bought it for this side, and I liked the different colours and everything. So yeah, ledger paper is always a nice thing to have in your stash. This one is called Zoom In, all those beautiful cameras in the rainbow colours, absolutely lovely. Can't wait to use that. Like this side too. You know, if I didn't use this side, there's a possibility I would use this side if it fitted in with something that I was doing, but I've purchased it for this side. This one is called Look Up, and I didn't buy it for the leaf side. I bought it for this kind of grid side, which I really like. I'll definitely use that for something. Possibility I would use that side if something came up that I wanted to use it for. This one is called Blue Skies. I didn't buy it for this side. I bought it for the other side. Wait for it. Oh my gosh. How amazing is that pattern paper? I think it could be a new all-time favourite. Just stunning. Absolutely love it. And look at those cute little birdies on the banding strip. So, yeah. Although I do use cloud paper from time to time, it's not something I wouldn't have purchased it just for that. I wouldn't have purchased that paper. I purchased it for this paper. And, as you can see, 1, 2, 3. So I thought to myself, I love it so much, I'm getting 3 sheets because it's suitable for like a Joseph kind of layout, musical layout. It's also suitable for just like a me layout, a birthday layout, festive layout, anything. So absolutely love that sheet of paper. Then I got some Vicky Booten Print Shop. This one is, and it's called Whirl. And I got it, I like this side and I could definitely use it. I also like this side a lot as well. So I think I bought it for this side. But actually looking at this in real life, it would be a shame not to use this side. So possibility I might get another one of those later for the other side, depending on which one I use. But yeah, lovely, lovely paper. I didn't get any Print Shop originally when it came out. This is one is Typeset, again, Vicky Booten Print Shop. It is Print Shop, isn't it? Yeah. all this lovely text that I definitely bought it for this side. I love this. I love these splatters, and there's always one that's a little bit similar to this with Vicky Boot in like a sort of a black and white type pattern and a little bit of splatter on it. So, and I do like that a lot. Not over keen on this one. I have had one like this before from Vicky Boot, and I did use it. I did use that side for a layout, donkey layout, I remember. I bought it for this side. I really like that text side. And then this is Vicky Boot in Where to Next Travel Notes. And definitely didn't buy it for the floral. Is it a current one? Is it a current one, or is it from before? Can't. I'm having to put it on here to read it. Was it? Yeah, it was 2022, so not a current one. I didn't buy it at the time. Definitely not the floral, like I say. I bought it for this lovely side here, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to use that as a whole pattern paper background, because if you follow me, you know I do like a busy pattern paper. And then I got this paper pack, which is Doodlebug Design, Doggone Cute, Petite Print Assortment, 12 double-sided cardstock. You can see all the patterns here, actually. I bought it as a staple to put in my pattern paper stash because it's got these lovely ginghams, it's got the dots, it's got the wood grain, the little stripe there. Yeah, so that's why I bought it. All the colours and all the sort of lovely patterns that I could choose which side to work with. Yeah, I mean, is that pink? Or is that sort of pink and red, isn't it? But, I mean, I'm sure I'll find a use for it. But all these colours that I really like to use. So I like to use browns, blues, greens, yellows, reds, all the colours that I like. So yeah, I treated myself to that. And that gives me 12 sheets of cardstock to add to my pattern paper stash. So that's that. That's all the lovely pattern papers that I purchased, the thickers and the lovely paper clips there. So that's it for this month. I think I've shown you everything, all my little purchases. I think, did I actually buy some, I did buy some adhesive actually. Yeah, I bought a selfie ink refill for my printer, and I also bought 2 tape runners. And the reason I bought the 2 tape runners was because it was to not pay postage. I didn't actually need them, but added on to an order rather than paying postage. So I have got quite a few. I've got enough of those now, so I'm quite stocked up for tape runner adhesive. And then I think I forgot to say last month that I was playing around with my videos and adding music and things to them. I'm sure you've noticed because I've done it on all the videos. I think I forgot to do it on this update video last month, actually, at the very beginning. But other than that, yeah, I've been playing around with that. So I've been trying to like improve my videos and add a little bit of music and, you know, different things to them. So I hope you like that, because I really like it and I enjoy doing it as well. Of course, I've been doing the House of Scrap, as I've said already, so I'm going to continue with that next month. I have also got an idea for my Christmas album. Today is the 1st of July, so it's kind of Christmas in July. I'd hoped that I would be able to get up a video before the end of July, just to tell you a little bit about what my plans are, but I haven't had a chance to do that. But yeah, I've got an idea for using my stash for my Christmas mini album that I do every year in December. Well, it's really a December album. It's a festive December album, and it documents my December things festive related, like to Christmas. So yeah, got an idea for that. Hopefully I'll get a video up for that during the month, just to give you an outline of what I'm planning to do and my ideas and everything. And yeah, other than that, I'm hoping to do layouts. I've got lots of layout ideas, hoping to carry on with the Donkey Sanctuary Traveller's Notebook. And yeah, not sure about the road trip album. It's all there. I think I've said before, the photos are all in place. It's all ready to go, just haven't completed the embellishment side of it. But I'm not pushing myself to do that. I will do it at some point. So yeah, once again, thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this little update. My little treats to myself there, and my lovely gifts that I received. And stay safe, take care, and I shall see you next time.